Guys, you guys like my little bun because I'm totally obsessed with the bow in the bun. I love it. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this awesome tutorial. It is an ombre liner. And I know every single person in the whole world has wanted to know how to do an ombre liner. So here I am to teach you. Isn't that convenient? I think so. Today I'm going to be doing greens, and you can use whatever color you want to do. Doesn't matter. I usually do like purples because I think that complements my eye color, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I haven't done greens before, so that's why I chose greens. It doesn't really take that much effort or talent or skill or time to do this. Once you guys learn it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can totally do that. It's really easy, and it looks like you put a lot of effort and time and skill and talent into this, but it really doesn't take any of that. So let's get started with the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye. Okay guys, so I've already primed my eyelids, so it's ready for eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is going to be from the Naked Basics palette. So it's just going to be like sort of all neutral tones. So I'm first going to grab a big blending brush, and I'm going to be taking a mix of WOS, which means Walk of Shame, and Naked 2. So just sort of mixing those two together, and then those are going to go into my crease area. Then I'm going to be mixing Naked 2 and Faint, and I'm going to be putting it on this sort of like pencil brush. And I'm sort of working this into my crease, almost like a cut crease type of action, but I want it to be a lot more blended than that. And then just taking another type of big fluffy blending brush, and just making sure that shadow is blended out. Then I'm going to take the darkest color in that palette, which is called Crave, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of Faint so it's not so dark and pigmented. And I'm just going to be using that on the same sort of pencil brush. And that again is going to go right into my crease area. And just be really light-handed with this because it is such a dark color. We want to make sure that we're blending it out in between each time we put the brush down and add more color. You can always take your big fluffy blending brush and take that lightest color again in that palette, and just sort of smooth out any edges you see along the edge here. Or any sort of skin color that matches your skin color will help blend out any darker edges. Again, I'm going to be taking Faint and Naked 2, which is the two matte brown tones, and just on the same pencil brush. So it might have a little bit of that black, that's totally okay. And just very lightly go across my bottom lash line. And then you can go ahead and again just blend it out, making sure it matches the other side. So now that you have your base eyeshadow on, it's time for the liner, which is the most fun part. So what you'll need for this, you'll need a liner brush, specifically one with a really nice sharp point to it. And then your white cream eyeliner. So I'm just using NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. So the best way to do this, especially if you're going to be using eyeshadow for the colors, is to take the white base, and I just go ahead and get some onto my brush like that. Basically what you're going to do is just go ahead and draw on a wing. Just however you normally would draw on a wing, do that with the white base. Just go ahead and do the wing however thick you want it. If you like it to go all the way into the inner corner, all the way out as far as you want it. So this is what mine looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. What you'll need next is your colors. So I decided to do green. So I started out with a light yellow green to a light green, darker green, all the way through, just like you would an ombre color. The colors that I'm going to be using is from the Coastal Scents 88 palette. So like I'm going to be using this yellow and I mix it in all the way through these greens. What's great about this palette is that they have all those different varieties and tones and shades of colors, so you can really get a good variety. The brush that I'm going to be using, and I think is the easiest, is going to be a really tiny liner brush like this. So it has a really long bristle to it, but it makes it easy for me to lay it down and I can just sort of work it right into the liner. If I use anything fatter or thicker than this, it tends to sort of get all over the place and it just doesn't work that way. I like to start with the inner corner and go work my way out. So let's start in with the yellow. So now we just want to make sure that we have all the finishing touches. So for my waterline, I'm just going to be using a sort of nude type of skin tone color. For my inner corner and my brow highlight, I'm going to be taking that shimmer color in the Naked 2 palette. It's called Venus. Sort of a white frosty type of color, and that's going to go right into my inner corner. And then let's bring it up right onto the brow bone. And then I'm just going to go back through with my blending brush and make sure that's highlighted or blended. So I just applied a light coat of mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to put on some false lashes. So the ones that I'm using are just like a half lash. So yeah, that's basically it. We have our ombre liner, a nice cheek with a matching lip, and yeah, now you're ready to go out. And I feel like this is so easy to wear during the day and bring it into nighttime. So everyone should go out and try this with any color that you have, and you can even do this with like a rainbow look or anything. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope you learned something new. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to my channel, Awesome Brittnie, and follow me on all my social media, especially my Instagram at B2Beautygram, because that's where I post all my makeup looks. And I know you guys are interested in makeup looks, otherwise you wouldn't even be here. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Cleaning off the eyelash with all the gunky glue. I look so tan. This is amazing. Here I'm pulling the gunky glue off the eyelash. I came in like the wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break you off. Because I don't want the gunky glue on the eyelash. Let me crash it in a blazing fall. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. You hit single, gunky glue.